Very good morning to you all. My name is Spirgen Varano, and I am pleased to present this study under the guidance of my supervisor, Dr. Lubna Ali Mohammed. The title of my presentation is Analyzing the Students' Motivation to Learn English in Karachi, Pakistan. The study explores what motivates students to learn English and how we, as educators and the research, can better support that motivation. Now you can see the overview of my presentation. The first one is introduction, context. Second one, methodology. Third one, key findings. And the fourth, conclusion and the recommendations. Let me begin with the importance of motivation in language learning. Motivation plays a certain central role in student success. Motivated learners participate more, try harder, and make faster progress. But when motivation is low, students often struggle and they may give up. In Karachi, Pakistan, English is gaining importance due to the globalization and the recent education reforms. The government has updated the curriculum, improved teacher training, and promoted digital tools. However, despite these improvements, many students still find it hard to stay motivated. This is why I decided to carry this research. Methodology. This was a quantitative study, and the data were collected through a 10-question Likert scale survey shared via Google Forms and WhatsApp. And the participants were 28th grade students and the aged 14 to 15 from secondary school number 36 in Nukus. In this here you can see the table based on Likert scale survey, and the questions focused on students' learning experience, teacher support, learning materials, and family encouragement. On this table, you can see the results of students' perceptions towards motivational learning process. 64% of students agreed that teacher support increased their motivation, highlighting the importance of structured lessons, feedback, and encouragement. And 60% were motivated by group learning, showing that peer interaction supports engagement, and 56 responded positively to technology-based learning, such as videos and online tools, and 54% found independent learning less motivating, possibly due to the lack of guidance. This next table shows students' perceptions towards the most influential factors affecting their motivation. Here you can see that 46% strongly agree that teacher support keeps them engaged. 42% strongly agree that parental encouragement matters. And 46% agree that interesting learning materials help maintain motivation. And 34% saw career goals as a moderate influence. Only 30% agreed that classmates were motivating, with 18% strongly disagree. These results are supported by the work of Harmer, Brown, Lane, who all emphasize the impact of teachers and the families engaging materials on student motivation. Next, here you can see the key findings, influential factors. The most important findings was the role of the teacher. Students felt more motivated when teachers were supportive, kind, and engaging. Clear explanations, positive feedback, and a friendly classroom atmosphere made students feel confident and eager to learn. And the next, learning materials. Learning materials also made a big difference. Students were more engaged when they had good textbooks, fun activities, and online resources. On the other hand, boring, outdated, or difficult materials reduced their interest and motivation. Parental encouragement. Parents played a significant role in student motivation. When parents helped with studying, gave encouragement, or showed interest in their child's interest, students were more confident and persistent. The kind of emotional and practical support was essential. Here you can see student preferences. An interesting finding was that most students preferred group learning over studying alone. Working in teams allowed them to share ideas, feel supported, and learn collaboratively. Even though students liked using digital tools, they still preferred teacher guidance over fully independent online learning. Challenges. Despite positive findings, the study also revealed several challenges. Grammar difficulties caused frustration, limited speaking practice, reduced real-world communication skills. Fear of making mistakes led to low participation, and these barriers lowered students' motivation and made English learning more difficult. Conclusion. To summarize, teachers are the strongest influence on motivation. Parental support is also a major contribution. Students prefer collaborative learning with guidance. While technology is helpful, it cannot replace the human connection that a teacher provides. We should focus on student-centered classrooms, engaging materials, and involving families in the language process. And the recommendation for future research. This study was limited to one school and 20 students. For future research, I recommend using larger and more diverse samples, adding qualitative methods such as interviews or classroom observations, and exploring the role of external factors like social, economic background and educational policy, and studying motivation over a longer period rather than at one point in time. Now it is the end of my presentation, and thank you all for your attention. I hope this study provides useful insights for teachers, school leaders, and policymakers who aim to enhance English learning motivation. I now welcome your questions and feedback.